What up, everyone? Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. So, in this video, I'm gonna bring you something called Shib Country. All right, I'm gonna bring you the latest interview by Shytoshi Kusama, as well as what the Montevideo Protocol is and how it all ties together. I noticed there's a lot of FUD out there, but a lot of FUD bros out there. So, I just want to make sure that you guys understand that this project is a lot bigger than what the small-minded FUD bros are talking about. So if you want more alpha, more Easter eggs, go ahead and hit that sub, hit that bell, like it up. Of course, leave a comment. I go by Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this video in the background is actually me showing you guys the video of Shytoshi Kusama at the ETH Toronto. So this is the first actual footage we have of the Shib metaverse and someone interacting with it. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the intro is. After that, I'm gonna read the article. Then we're gonna go through the interview. Once you guys understand how big this actually is, it'll make much more sense to you guys. All right, so here it is. Ooh,
Welcome everyone to the Shib.io keynote. Over the past 3 years, Shib has emerged as a global sensation. Beginning from Ryoshi's humble blog, we have blossomed into a global brand, accepted in more locations than most other crypto and non-cryptocurrencies on the planet. From DeFi on ShibaSwap, to NFTs like our beloved Shiboshis, to Shiba Eternity Gaming, our beloved Shib represents a thriving ecosystem that spans the globe.
All right, cool. So that gives you a nice little rough outline. So this actually was a video I did 8 months ago, all right, where I brought you the entire Shytoshi Kusama keynote speech. I'm actually going to tag, in fact, I'm gonna tag this video in the description right there. But if you go to that video, there's an Easter egg in the description, and it's actually Shytoshi Kusama's official YouTube. All right, so just putting it out there. If you wanna sub to it like I did, it'll be there for you guys. If not, just go ahead and enjoy this. So let's go ahead and get into what I'm talking about. So it says, and actually, you know what? Hold up. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's swing over here real quick. All right. So Montevideo Convention. Wait, you're talking Shib, you're talking crypto. Why are you talking about Montevideo and Uruguay, a country in South America? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The Montevideo Convention on the rights and duties of states. Shib Nation, Shib Country, the Shiba State, the first social network state is being developed, is being created, is being constructed before us. And it's important for you guys as the Bone Army, because you know the Bone Army goes in deep. We read the white papers, we go ahead and connect the dots, we dig, all right? Unlike some other people that don't like to dig, it don't matter. The point is that this right here is a lot bigger, and everything that they're developing ties perfectly like a bow on top of a present. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Shib Country. All right, so it says the Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duties of State is a treaty signed in Montevideo, Uruguay. That's the capital of Uruguay on December 26, 1933, during the 7th International Conference of American States. The convention codifies the declarative theory of statehood. Keep in mind, this is the declarative theory of statehood as accepted as part of customary international law. At the conference, United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt and Secretary of State Cordell Hull declared the Good Neighbor Policy, which opposed U.S. armed intervention in inter-American affairs. The convention was signed by 19 states. The acceptance of three of the signatories was subject to minor reservations. Those states were Brazil, Peru, and the United States. All right, cool. The main point of this is how countries are recognized. All right. So that's what he's talking about when he talks about the Montevideo. So here, let's go ahead now and skip. I was gonna read. Well, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Actually, so here it is. So it says Shiba Inu development team raises 12 million in round from Cipher Capital and others. This is from the street.com, the street roundtable. So if you guys want the full details on this, I'm gonna go ahead and link it as well. But it says in a rare interview, Shiba Inu lead developer Shytoshi Kusama outlined plans to grow its scaling solution, teased a new token drop, and more. Of course, now we know that New token is actually Treat, and Treat will be used on the layer 3 as a security feature. Okay, so a lot of utility coming to the blockchain, my people, and the Shiba Inu project. All right, the team behind Shiba Inu, one of the most popularly traded meme coins in the world, has closed a 12 million funding round featuring investments from some of the largest financiers in the crypto space, including Web3 focused venture capital from Am Animoca Brands. I always have trouble with that for some reason. In an exclusive interview with the street crypto during the token 2049 event in Dubai, Shiba Inu lead developer Shytoshi Kusama announced a round and described how the funding would help open doors for the existing Shiba Inu community. Quote, having new friends when we move technically against other meme coins like Doge and other projects like Cardano and XRP, the ability to prove yourself and have new validation is extremely important, he said. This is like everything we do for the community. We're not going to go out and buy Lambos. We're going to go out and finalize what we want to do. All right. Because Sama, who uses a pseudonym and was interviewed off camera to protect his identity, said that the funding was acquired via a corporation based in Panama, Shiba Inu Mint SA, via the sale of Treat Utility Token. He added that funds will primarily be used to develop SHIB's new blockchain protocol and to ensure its layer 2 Shibarium becomes the meme center of the world, end quote, quote unquote. In addition to expanding security measures and regulatory compliance, we have considered ourselves a movement for quite a while now. Shytoshi Kusama said, I believe this is from the interview, so we should just watch the interview, honestly. But here, let me go ahead and see. So it says I can't capture much more market share of the crypto world, but boy, is there a huge part of the world, like 95% of the world, that has no idea about crypto. They might have seen our brand, they might have seen our logo, but they will know us by the end of the year. All right. So this is big. This is, of course, um, the graphic that shows 12 million raised from the treat. Of course, a new FHE layer in partnership with Zama. And of course, you have all the big dogs right there. Of course, the source of that is the Shiba Inu development team. So here, let's go ahead and this is the biggest part, really, I want you guys to understand. All right, before we get into the interview, it says in its next chapter, Shiba will double down on the idea of a social network state. Kusama explained, in addition to enabling more community grants, the fresh funding will help efforts to increase the usability and portability of Shiba's technology in more places to attract more users via partnerships like the one with D3 to gain .shib top level domain, or the Content Delivery and Security Association CDSA, made in efforts to leverage blockchain technology to authenticate and distribute videos. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the video, my people. And then of course I'm gonna show you, we're gonna come over here at the very end after that video, and we're gonna actually go to Shytoshi Kusama's thing and check out the situation right there, my people. All right, cool. Let's come back over here. It says, and it goes a little something like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. It says that I lost audio connection. So let's go ahead and come over here. Why you being a little buster? Hold up. Let me go ahead and stop the share. Let me stop the share. Just, I don't know why this is happening, bruh. But here, ain't no, I'm not tripping though. Oh, what the hell? Now it's doubling down on this though. Shit, which one am I gonna share? So this one. What about this one? Okay, so oh damn, I think it wants me to restart my browser, bro. This is whack. After doing all this, if it continues, let me go ahead and try it one more time. I don't know if you guys can hear this. If not, it'll be a bust. Hold on, my peoples. So it says try sharing your screen again, restart your browser if this continues. So let me go ahead and try to reshare it real quick because we're almost here, my people. So let's go ahead and come over here. Let's come over here. Let's come over here. Yeah, it doesn't want to actually. It's Trizip, and it does not want to share that. I wonder if that's a security thing from this. All right, so let's try it one more time. I think it should work right now. So we'll go with it. If it doesn't for whatever reason, then yeah, I'll throw the video. Oh, bro. Hold up. And I'm gonna leave this in too, because that's basically what it is, my people. This is what it is. All right, this is what it is. Technical problems. You feels me? All right, so here it is. Let's try this one mo again. All right, bring it back.
Next to the disembodied Shiba Inu pillows here, as we have Shiba Inu project lead Shytoshi just off cam, as we've agreed to interview him this way. In a first, honestly, to embark on the journey, the big news that Shiba Inu is announcing a $12 million funding raise, Shy, with some of the biggest names in the crypto industry. You've got Animoca Brands and others. Why 12 million? Why now?
Well, I think it's important that the larger community and the world understand that we are a true meme. We are the only project that started in a fully, completely decentralized manner as an experiment. And that goes for crypto and real world businesses. I don't think you'll ever find another business that had such an unusual genesis. And because of this, we have certain limitations, we have certain advantages. And one of them is not about money, it's about access and being able to meet individuals outside of our community that can help us take the project to a whole different level. It's one thing to get into the top 15 or top 10 and to have a $16 billion market cap. But if we really want to be able to play with the big boys like Cardano, XRP, BNB, and stand next to our brothers at ETH, then we need to have new connections and develop new relationships with powerful individuals. And that's Shibs with a B. Make sure you spell that right. It's a little strange, and I do apologize that you're speaking to a chair, but I'm camera shy. And because of that, and voice shy, I guess, in this particular case. But I came here to Dubai to speak to you and really make sure that the world understands that this is an important milestone for Shib as we morph from, in my humble opinion, the number one meme in the world, and for sure the number one ERC20 token, and also number one community into the world, do something larger, something greater, a social network state.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Everyone, I mean, you could debate for hours what a meme coin actually is.
Yes.
And this seems like a pretty important step in the project in terms of raising 12 million, like you said, from big names. It unlocks something different than just, I guess, what a meme coin could be alone. But what really do people get wrong about Shiba Inu and the idea of being the best meme coin? Because it's more than just that. It's network effects, as you call them, relationships.
Correct.
Like, what does that mean when you discuss a meme coin?
It's interesting. We got to a point with Cal, my tech lead and partner and brother, and the entire community to kind of ask ourselves an unusual question: what are we? Are we a cult, as some people say? Are we a community? Obviously, but maybe we're something larger. And we declared sovereignty in a fun, meme-tastic way in August of 2023. And since then, we've been trying to ensure that we complete our vision to be, obviously the correct definition is a state. Some people say a network state.
Okay, and this is what I was talking about, a state. So if you don't understand the Montevideo, if you don't understand what happened at ETH Toronto, this is basically going over your head and you're thinking maybe a network state as an app or something. No, this is an actual Shib nation, a Shib country, the Shiba State. the first social network state. All right, cool. So let's keep this going. I just want you to understand it.
Which we found out later, by the way. Sorry, Balaji. And we actually have redefined this to be a social network state. And the reason why we like this term is because it's something that people can quickly grasp. Let me explain. A social network is something like Facebook. It's a place where groups of individuals have commerce and social activity. And then a state is location, territory technically, where membership makes governing decisions about what the state should do next and go into treaties with other states. So a social network state is what you would have if you had Facebook kick Zuck out of the seat, added DeFi and Web3, and then gave it to the community. And that's exactly what we're going to build. We're going to do it with Shib's brand and with all of the tokens involved, Shib, Bone, Leash, Treat, and She. And also our other partners, products, services, community, and everything rolled into one and handed to the community and say, here you go, we fulfilled Ryoshi's vision and we're done. And I don't think there's another meme out there that either A, isn't a cash grab, or B, can even come close, and I stand by that.
Yeah, and obviously you're off camera. This is kind of a Clint Eastwood moment here, but everything you discussed, it makes Shiba Inu unique.
Yes,
it makes it so that you are taking the next, I guess, step in what you're trying to build here, and it carries risk, I suppose, as well, in terms of, I don't know, do you consider this breaking from what Shiba Inu was before? Is this a departure from being a meme coin? How should people look at the $12 million raise?
No, I don't think it's a departure whatsoever. If you go back and you look at Ryoshi's blogs and his vision from the beginning, I set off with his roadmap 6 months or so after the project began. I'm not a founder. I'm a builder. I'm a community member, just like everyone else. And we're all pushing to complete Ryoshi's vision. So essentially, it's not a movement away whatsoever. It is the moment where you realize that you need a little help from those who know the industry and multiple industries very well. And you get the support that you need from some of the most powerful people on the planet, like Animoca, Mechanism, Shima, Big Brain, so many incredible VCs, Cypher, et cetera, and because of that, because of the enormous portfolio of companies that all of these different brands have, we now have, as we like to say, new friends. And having new friends when you move tactically against other memes like Doge and other projects like Cardano and XRP, the ability to prove yourself and have new validation is extremely important. But at the end of the day, we're just completing Ryoshi's vision, and that has always been the plan.
Let me ask this as a genuine question from people I've had genuine interactions with everywhere, basically. Most of them Uber drivers, but everyone asking about Shiba Inu and being huge Shiba Inu fans. So a question from them that I've chatted with before is, I guess, what does this deal do for them? How do you see it benefiting the existing community versus maybe now the powerful teams that you just talked about there in opening doors? How does it all fit together for the existing Shiba Inu fans?
Sure. So first and foremost, we didn't raise a ton of money, as you can see. 12 million is a significant amount of money, but we could have gone for a much larger amount. And in essence, what we did is we made sure that some of the most powerful people in the world have skin in our game, so to speak. So the way that benefits the community is because it now gives us the ability to ensure that our community has the same level of access to all of these amazing new partners and projects, number one. And number two, I think what's important to realize is now we have the ability to start building new projects and possibly new systems that will benefit the community immensely, such as grants, incubators, etc. All these things have been in the works, but hey, again, it'd be good to have new connections to ensure that these things are flawlessly executed. Finally, now with new connections and kind of a new look on life, you could say, we can focus on marketing to the larger world and onboard the next billion of, we call them crypto curious individuals who kind of go, what is all of this stuff? What is this dog breed? And why does everybody care about Shib? And then they'll find out what we are and why we're so powerful. And that means all tokens rise. And so it's a beautiful, I'm sorry, not financial advice, just saying that's the goal, is to make this happen through not just the raise financially, but through the new connections that we do therein. And we're so excited that I came here to have this conversation with you, which is kind of crazy because I don't do this. This is the third time even my AI voice has been heard. So it was a moment when we realized it was important to tell the community this is like everything we do for the community. We're not going to go out and go buy Lambos. We're going to go and build and finalize what we want to do.
What I was going to say is by far, I thought the very first voice for Shytoshi could have been buffed a little bit more bass, because he sounded like a young teenager, I guess you could say. But by far, this Alvin and the Chipmunk voice takes the cake. All right, I don't know what happened with this, man, but I don't know, man. They got to work on some of these voices, bros.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, obviously, I've been speaking with you now before this interview, and we've chatted about the project and what it unlocks. But it does also, I guess, to your point you just made, how does it maybe change the way that people should look at Shiba Inu versus the other meme coins? Because what does it now offer? Not financial advice, but what is the difference between the way people should look at Shiba Inu versus, I don't know, there's a long list of what other meme coins are out there.
Yeah, so we talked about the genesis of the meme coin, SHIB itself, and how that's different than others. But the other thing is, and it was the same way before SHIB had these new friends, so to speak. We have considered ourselves a movement for quite a while now, actually, right? This isn't, to the SHIB community, this isn't breaking news. They know that we are not a meme, but a movement. Now we have the ability to tell the world. And that also means I have to step out of my shy mode a little bit and begin to have these conversations with the right individuals. That was a big part of this. Maybe stop being so shy and go have 100 pictures and tell everybody why we're important. And I actually told this on Twitter when this began. I said I'm going to go to some friends and lay down our history and what we are to the feet of important individuals. And everybody said, "Oh, what is Shy talking about?" And then everybody watched me change my location to hundreds of different locations over the last few months. And everyone's like, "What is Shy doing? He's flying around the world." No, bro, I'm in my apartment going crazy talking to everyone about what we're doing. That's what makes us different. And it's not just me, quote unquote, hustling to this extent like I'm Rick Ross. Everybody's doing the same thing in our community.
Fire.
And that's
fire.
why we're different. I'm Rick Ross. It's everybody.
So he's like, he just said that he's, over here changing his location to all kinds of different places all over the world. And he's like, oh, people are like, oh, is he flying all over? He's like, no, I'm sitting in my house just having conversations. Yo, that's crazy. I love it. Bullish.
Doing the same thing in our community. And that's why we're different. See if you can find the same thing in another community. If you do, that's a good one. Great. But I guarantee you...
Hold on. I want you guys to hear that, though.
It's a big part of this. Maybe stop being so shy and go have 100 pictures and tell everybody why we're important. And, I actually told this on Twitter when this began. I said I'm going to go to some friends and lay down our, history and what we are to the feet of important individuals. And everybody said, "Oh, what is Shy talking about?" And then everybody watched me change my location to hundreds of different locations over the last few months. And everyone's like, "What is Shy doing? He's flying around the world." No, bro, I'm in my apartment going crazy talking to everyone about what we're doing. That's what makes us different. And it's not just me, quote unquote, hustling to this extent like I'm Rick Ross. It's everybody doing the same thing in our community. And that's why we're different. See if you can find the same thing in another community. If you do, that's a good one. Great. But I guarantee you, they're trying to mimic what we're doing. Good luck, guys.
I like it. To bring it all home now, when we talk about what this unlocks beyond, again, $12 million is small in the relative scheme of market cap that already exists for Shiba Inu. But the next steps, there is a plan now to follow, and there was before the roadmap that you discussed.
Yes.
But next chapters, the Shiba Inu community, what they should be looking forward to now.
Well, before we can talk about next steps, let's just talk about last couple months. I mean, we've had a good run. We've gone from top 20 to top 10 for a moment there. We went from a $4 billion market cap to a $24 billion market cap when we announced our partnership with Zama.ai, which is going to give fully homomorphic encryption to our network state, which is a powerful way to ensure that our users have the ability to have security and kind of encryption and a certain level of privacy. And then we announced most recently our membership. Please, okay, not a partnership. This is a membership. We're happy to be members with CDSA. And CDSA is such an important service to Hollywood and all of the names that you know and love, all the major individuals there, all the, we call them majors. I lived in LA, we call them majors. All the majors, right? They're deciding how security and how the delivery of content should take place. That's what it stands for, right? Content Delivery Security Alliance. And so the idea of how do you ensure that media is secure in the future, that conversation, we need to be part of it. We can't step away. And you know what? The rest of crypto doesn't want to be a part of it. That's okay. Our little dog breed will stand right there and woof at them and bark at them and say, hey, you need to pay attention. Blockchain's important. Our blockchain's a great choice. Shibarium's great. Hey, it's cheap. It works really well. You might want to look at this. And hey, it's secure. We have encryption. Is there another meme out there that has an L2 with 400 million transactions and also has encryption? I don't think so. Carl, no? I don't think so. Is there another
It has the Uber drivers asking everyone what about Shiba Inu?
But you know, think about it though. This is the beautiful thing about this is it's not just, you know, memes that you have to ask this question to. Name another top 10 that has that.
Well, what are the KPIs that you look at then, if that is it? And you just touched on the big content delivery system in terms of really trying to go into the foray of entertainment, I think. Correct. Seems to be an identified target and goal.
It's a vertical that we've been targeting, one of the verticals we've been targeting because we think that there's a lot of growth capability in Hollywood as it pertains to the integration of powerful blockchain technologies. So yes, it's something that there's so many, and many of our community members are looking at other verticals. But I digress for a second. Let's go back to now what's next. So we talked about last few months, right? We have a variety of partners in the pipeline that we will announce as we move forward to the end of this year. We will release Treat as a token before the end of this year. We will...
Sorry to interrupt you, Shy. I have to say, Shy is really methodical and focused. You know, like he'll start talking and like right now he's like, you know what? Hold on, I digress. Let me get back to the subject at hand. Sheesh, I like it.
Finalize the testnet and of course eventually beta of L3, which is focused on fully homomorphic encryption with Zama. We will finish the metaverse and you'll begin to see how we've been testing that internally and showcase the world that as well when the time is right. And you'll also see all the different technologies that we have at play, including, in short, identity and everything that stands around Shibdinity, which includes self-sovereign identity, because we believe you should lead a sovereign life. The idea of technology, which includes FHE, and really digging into having that integrated into a simple system so that the average person, the Uber driver, I was an Uber driver at one point, by the way, the Uber driver, and I remember, it's funny, I'll give you a short story, because I love stories. Yeah. Who doesn't want a cool story? I was an Uber driver, and a guy gets in the car, I'm like, God, I hate being an Uber driver. And he's like, hey, if you want to change your life, you should get into tech. And I was kind of already in tech, so I was like, duh, bro. And he's like, I guarantee it'll change your life. And I'm like, it sure will. And he was right, because I made it my focus. And that's what I'll say to anybody. Now we have the ability to make Shib and everything that we're working on a focus with those who have the power to amplify our narrative, our story to the rest of the world, not just the community. And funnily enough, funnily is not a word, but it is now, funnily enough, that community, which I would count as the entire crypto world at this point, already knows who we are. I can't capture much more market share of the crypto world. But boy, is there a huge world out there, 95% of the world that has no idea about crypto. And they might have seen our brand and they might have seen our logo, but they will by the end of the year. And that is what I look forward to most. It's making sure that it's not about the Uber driver who knows about Shib. It's the VC. It's the hedge fund manager. It's the yacht owner. It's the president of a country. It's the sultan or whatever. When they understand what we're doing, when the Pope gets it on his desk, that's when we've won, and I will retire finally.
Do you think that there is a Shiba Inu ETF on the docket?
Yeah, I don't know if I can answer that question, but boy, I heard there's 5,000 signatures almost, and if there is 5,000 signatures, I can't wait because I will be 5,001.
All right, so right now that's a big though. I want you guys to understand how big he's talking. He's saying countries, presidents, sultans, okay, venture capitalists, all right, Fortune 500 type businesses and beyond, okay, when they know who Shib is. All right, so yeah, just putting that out there to just illustrate how big this is. This isn't just a meme token like the FUD bros want. Sorry, Pepe's out there for you though.
We'll have to
against
monitor it.
Pepe.
But regardless, I will say this much. There are a lot of places that you could have gone to speak in this way for the first time with the Clint Eastwood chair over here. You could have gone to a lot of spots. I respect the idea of really targeting entertainment and media as a place that has been for a very long time gatekept in a way. And what you guys are trying to do, it's exciting to watch. Congrats again on what you've done already, what's to come. And thank you for delivering your story and the announcement to what we're doing at Coinage in the Street Roundtable. Appreciate you chatting with me.
Honestly, it's my pleasure, and we chose the street because you guys have such a powerful brand. You are obviously wonderful individuals, which I think is very important. We have done some exclusives on our own platform before, but we were looking for the right platform. Again, amplification is the term I look forward to most this year. And we hope that you can take this message and amplify it to the world so that everyone can find out that we're not a meme but a movement, and that if they want to be part of this movement to truly change the world at a time when, damn it, we need it, honestly, the whole world needs a new world, a better world, then they should go to Shib.io and find out what we're doing and watch over the next year when we prove what we're saying is not just a joke.
Sheesh. All right, that was banger. All right, so in order to finish this, all right, because I know it's going long, but keep in mind the theory of nation states, Shiba State coming. Here is Mr. Shytoshi Kusama speaking in ETH Toronto, probably from his room. All right, so here it is. And look at how beautiful it is.
To ensure this perpetual decentralized life cycle, over the next year, we must think differently. Thank you to the great minds at Bad Idea AI, alongside our other tools and partners who helped us develop this concept. Consider, today we can prove that we, Shib Army, are a permanent population of millions, with a high-tech yet actual territory, powerful decentralized governance, and the ability to work alongside other countries due to our system's design and futuristic identity protocols. According to the Montevideo Convention and others, we are a global state by definition.
Boom.
It's important enough to repeat, we, Shib Army, stand before you as the first decentralized digital global state in existence. Now,
Sheesh.
we can track Shib's
That's
GDP
big.
or the economic activity that happens on Shib.io
Let's
platforms
put that back.
and digital
I don't know if you guys
before
fully
you as
understood
alongside other countries due to our system's design. Today, we can prove that we, Shib Army, are a permanent population of millions, with a high-tech yet actual territory, powerful decentralized governance, and the ability to work alongside other countries due to our system's design and futuristic identity protocols. According to the Montevideo Convention and others, we are a global state by definition.
Sheesh.
It's important enough to repeat, we, Shib Army, stand before you as the first decentralized digital global state in existence.
Crazy.
Now, we can track Shib's GDP or the economic activity that happens on Shib.io platforms and digital entities that utilize Shibarium's network within our digital borders. While our state's GNP would include the activity outside of our borders by our Shibizans via IRL products or services.
That's crazy.
These and other society-level analytics will help us track our growth and help us govern the system collectively.
Look at that angle.
Speaking of governance, a global system of this magnitude requires an incredibly robust governance system with checks and balances. Because of our use of the 4 core tokens in the Shiba Inu ecosystem, we are uniquely positioned to thrive perpetually. Let's discuss. Our governance system is special. Designed to be multi-token at birth, each token controls the decisions of a governance branch to ensure the system remains decentralized, as it has always been. In our proposed completed governance structure, detailed in the full SHIB paper, SHIB remains the core token for use in trade, yet also allows the community to govern a branch of our new digital state. That's right, SHIB token now has a new governance utility in our nation state. Read the SHIB paper for details. Bone serves as Shibarium gas and also governs the technology branch, ensuring Shibarium survives and our technology remains cutting edge. Leash offers exclusivity, but also governs our protective branch, as if judicial. Yet our final governance token, Treat, is focused on innovation, core to our success as a nation state. In fact, Treat will be the access token for many of the protocols, platforms, and products mentioned in this keynote. When you consider the economic impact of each of the systems named earlier, and even how the totality of the system strengthens Ethereum, DYOR seems appropriate. Go forth, Shib Army, with courage. Build on Shibarium to your heart's content. Craft new experiences. Design DeFi in a way the world never expected. And propose protocols that present a new way of looking at reality. While you all build and integrate Shibarium into the world, we will continue to build the frameworks for our new state. And over the next year and beyond, collectively, we will combine everything into the most epic super app and nation state the world has ever seen. Thank you again, Blockchain Futurist Conference, for the opportunity to showcase our plan to change the world. We'll see you around on Shibarium. Hail, Shib.
Sheesh. All right, so there it is, my people. There it is. All right, so basically you have Shytoshi Kusama explaining to you guys, been bringing this back 360 degrees to you guys. The Montevideo Convention, basically that is the declarative theory of statehood, what makes a country, the principles embedded in it according to international law. That being said, Shiba Inu stands before you as the first global digital nation state. All right, so just so you guys know, and what he was talking about, GDP is going to be measured in real life transactions and products. All right, so big stuff. I actually thought that WikiLeaks was going to be the first one. I thought they were moving that way, but here we are, and actually Shiba Inu happens to be the first one. So if you want more content like that, go ahead and hit that sub, hit that bell, hit that comment, all that good stuff, because you guys already know I'm bringing you guys the alpha. I'm bringing you guys all the primary sources as much as possible. I'm gonna have to do a couple of videos on some Twitter angles as well. So with that said, if you want more, go ahead and hit that right there, chat right there, hit those videos right there. And of course, like I like to say, I'm Bone Army, you're Bone Army, we are Bone Army, and I'm out. I appreciate you guys. Peace.